and welcome to the Feminist Tea Party. My name is Maggie.
And I would hope that by now you know that I'm Charlie. For our new viewers, though.
Yes, for our new viewers. It is Monday, September 22nd. We are here in this nice fall Charlie love weather kind of thing.
It's fall!
It is.
Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. I'm literally kind of tearing up now because now we get to have our mugs of hot tea.
Yes.
We have regular tea. We're not doing anything fancy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Got some nice cups, nice mugs, nice green color, nice, burgundy fall looking. So we got some nice colors, and we're doing something very simple, English breakfast. A nice cuppa with some milk. You put so much fucking milk in yours.
I like my tea with milk.
You like your milk with tea.
A person who's flat-chested is very hard to be a 10. Does she have a good body? No. Does she have a fat? Absolutely.
So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good.
I think it's a fair point that she makes. And I mean, she is a woman.
Yes.
That's not something that can be and shouldn't be, I think, ignored because it is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But saying that, like, Trump calling these women names and, having these pictures of girls looking in the mirror and you have Trump in the background saying, like, big and ugly and fat and talking, like, oh, like at the end where it's like, do you respect women? And he's like, I can't say that or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a fair point. This is somebody that's going to be, if not directly, somewhere in charge of making laws that will directly affect women. Stuff like, abortion and stuff like that. So I think it's fair. I don't think you want to have your girls look at their president and see the way he talks about women, and that's the president talking, so it has to be okay.
I see.
I think it is kind of like, okay, well, you're really beating a dead horse. Like, we get it. We get that you're like go women and gun ho with like
yes.
Girl positivity or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but it's stuff that needs to be said.
Start with the advice that he had for the woman in his courtroom. Why didn't she, quote, just skew her pelvis or push her bottom to the sink to avoid penetration?
I don't know. I felt like this was like something that I would have seen on TV, like a drama. Like something that was scripted.
Like, well, there was a way, and this is like taking it a step further from like, well, you shouldn't have worn that. Well, you shouldn't have been drinking.
Right.
It's like, well, you should have kept your legs closed.
I like how he was like giving her tips on what to do while you're getting raped.
Yeah,
kind of like helpful tips, so that it doesn't hurt as much or whatever.
So he wouldn't get it in.
I'm like,
instead of
what is the definition of rape? Kind of like escaped him.
And then he was telling the guy,
helpful tips on how not to get caught,
or
be accused of rape anymore.
Maybe how to rape someone without having it come back to you.
How to rape gently.
Exactly.
It was like,
he's like, we have
her,
to,
but in a more gentler way,
like in a court of law.
Yes,
no less. This isn't locker room talk. This is court. You are somebody that gets paid to decide between right and wrong. Mm-hmm. This isn't like locker room talk where we're talking and it might not get into anything, but this is somebody that you have the power to say, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You're going to jail. Or, no, you just did it the wrong way.
He
but you know what?
acquitted the guy. And this is somebody who committed a crime. And this is when people say, well, why are you a feminist? Or like, oh, feminists are stupid or whatever. This is why. Because we have people like that thinking that it's okay to tell a woman who has just been raped let me tell you some sex tips so it doesn't hurt next time you get raped. I don't think he understood the definition of that word. I don't know. I just do not understand.
I mean, there is a point where you have to try to get their mentality, but I frankly don't care because it's really simple. This is shit that should not be done. And it's like what Emma Watson was saying, where it's like sexual violence. There are people out there who don't even believe that sexual violence is violence. It's just something that happens.
In Tulsa tonight, just a short time ago, a female police officer charged with first-degree manslaughter. Amid growing outrage in that community, the dash cam video making national headlines, showing that father walking toward his SUV, his hands up, a short time later, shot and killed.
Betty Shelby got paid administrative leave at the beginning, and now she's being charged. And the cases that some people feel, and I think I agree somewhat, that her charge was sufficient, but compared to her male counterparts, both in this scenario, you know, there were 3 other cops, plus in other cases, haven't been charged with anything or as in the same kind of degree, as the same kind of harshness as her. And people are claiming that this is because she is a female.
17 high-profile cases in the recent couple of years. 17 high-profile does not mean that there have been only 17 shootings of innocent black men. Out of the 17, only 2 were indicted, and it didn't even last that long. And I think public outcry got her, opened the door to getting that charge, because she deserved that charge regardless. Yeah. I mean, this is very, I guess, kind of the intersectional thing, like this crossroads. You have this issue of race, of innocent black men and black women being killed by cops. I mean, this is a mesh of like race, power, and now sex is in the mix. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I just want to make one thing clear. That charge is warranted. And it's kind of crazy that this shit has to be addressed. Like, it's not racist that the white woman that killed the black man is being charged. That is not like a fucking thing.
2 male cops of color, 1 Asian, 1 black, who were charged.
Oh, Kai, the one in Brooklyn.
One of them was
where they killed the guy in the dark.
Yes, I think yes. So they were also brought to charge. Mm-hmm. But there's been a lot of cases where there was a white male cop who has committed the same kind of crime, but it hasn't been brought charged to them. Then you kind of start thinking, males of color and women cops do get charged for murder, but white male cops don't.
She's a white woman. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, we'll charge her because she'll have that going for her in court. She'll get the pity of...
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, like she'll get that benefit of the doubt where it's like, she's a white woman faced with a large black man. It can sway her way, and they'll be like, she had reason. Like, in the way that we look in society, yes, a black man is a threat to, a helpless, frail white woman. So it's like, if you bring that into court, I feel like maybe they thought, oh, we'll show that we are charging and we're taking these things seriously. But at the end of the day, she's probably going to get off easy anyway because of being a white woman.
Every time I step out of my house, I leave with the fear that I won't make it home that night. And if I don't feel safe in my own community, then where will I feel safe? I am just one of the thousands of girls in New York who feel uneasy walking home and walking on the streets that they call home. Not all girls have the blessing to make it home at night.
Natalie Mercado, she's 17 years old. And one of my media students, Keith, he and I went to this march that she organized. So the 17-year-old,
Oh, wow.
she organized it by herself, and she kind of had all, you know, her friends there. Some of the victims' friends were also there, and one of their counselors from their school joined and also directed this entire march. We were marching, and what we were chanting were things like "Say her name," "Where's our Amber Alert?"
It's like we only get Amber Alerts for girls that are named Amber. So, and it's just like, it's really, and I don't even think anybody in the larger media was covering it. It was pretty much just like News 12 The Bronx that was, that brought it up. And most people don't hear about it.
Cookies for you, Natalie, and cookies for your entire school and your team and everyone who put it together. Even the police officers that were there and helping us, make way and passing through the crowds. Everyone was very supportive, and I commend you in your efforts to bringing these issues to more of a public view. One amazing teenager and her group to another. We have the girls from Get Lit, right? The girls from Get Lit, they brought this like poem and song kind of meshed together about this whole woman card.
Started off where it's like, here's a card that you can use to get like out of things, and it's like
Yeah.
it's such a positive, but then it's like, you know, when you see like an ad for some kind of meds or whatever, and
Yes.
it's like they give you all the good stuff, and then it's like side effects are, it's like, oh, you're pulling the woman card, and it's like, ah ha ha, I have a woman card, but that card costs.
I'm gonna say
too.
it was also very intersectional. Yes, exactly. I like that they also incorporated
like in the middle when if your card is darker and they just kind of like
yeah.
winked at each other.
Yeah. So yeah, I love all these girls that are doing such positive things, and yes, girl power. They're not letting the man or Donald Trump get us down. They mentioned Donald Trump at the end as well too. So
why you gotta bring them into this conversation? Cheers. Thank you for watching the Feminist Tea Party. Bye. Right on time because our camera is running out of juice.
Yeah. All right. We did good.
I was trying to talk so fast.